So there's basically 4 asset classes that makes a person rich. And then my rich dad always says, work for assets. Number 1 is a business. The richest young guys today start companies. It's called Facebook, Google, Apple, stuff like that, you know. So my rich dad said, in the world of business, there's E's, and E's stand for employees. An employee, he says, you can always tell who they are by their core values. And what the employee, whether the president or the janitor of the company, will always say the same words. The words are, I'm looking for a safe, secure job with benefits. That's what makes them an employee, because their core values are security. The other one of the 4 is the S, or the small business owner or the self-employed. And again, their core values will cause them to use the same words, which are, if you want it done right, do it by yourself. S means they're also solo. They're generally one-person act, or they operate by themselves. On the right side of the quadrant are the B's. And what Rich Dad said the B stood for was big business, or like Bill Gates. Forbes defines big business as 500 employees or more. And their words are different. They say, I'm looking for a good system, a good network, and the smartest people I know to help run my business. So they're unlike the S, they don't want to run the company by themselves, they want smart people to run their companies for them. And then the 4th of the quadrant is the I, and I stands for investor. These are people who have money work hard for them. These people are people who have people work hard for them. And so it was my rich dad who said to me, he says, you know, Robert, if you really want to be rich, learn to build businesses. It made more sense to him to work hard to build a business, something you owned and something you could pass on for generation to generation to your kids. Number 2 is real estate. So what my rich dad taught me is a combination of being an entrepreneur in business and entrepreneur in real estate. It's that combination is I pay no tax and I make a lot more money. Okay, so a lot of guys say, well, I have a business. I say, well, how much real estate you got? Without real estate, you pay tax. That's the problem. So there's 4 great advantages to real estate as an investment. Number 1 is you have income every month, which means you can soon quit your job if you want to. Number 2 is that you have tax advantages. You know, there's so many tax advantages too. Number 3 is you have depreciation, right, which is another form of tax advantage. And number 4 is you have capital gains. So you have money coming in, government's giving all these bonuses, right. You have all these gains that are somewhat tax-free, and on top of all that is the banker will lend you money for real estate. You see, the beauty about real estate is you learn to use debt to get rich. I'll give you another tip. If you're going to be rich, you have to learn to use debt. It's called other people's money. So when I hear poor people say to me, I don't have any money, I said, because you're an idiot. That's why. You're not supposed to use your money. You know, in that side of our building and that side of the building, they're tearing all those buildings down and putting up more
high-rise apartments, yeah.
And real estate is booming. There's more money than ever before. I was at a dinner last night and everybody was talking about how much money. You know, people are actually giving money back because they can't find deals. There's
right.
So much money, you know. And then there's paper, which is stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and savings. That's what most people should be in. The reason savings are good, I mean, paper is good, like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, are liquid. You make a mistake, you can get in and out real quick. Called liquid. The trouble with these two, you make a mistake, you're there forever. Can't get in and out. So that's why you gotta be very smart before you go in. So when the market started to get toppy or choppy, right around the year 2000, the professionals shifted their strategies. Instead of buying, some of them went into what's called a short position. So meanwhile, while the amateurs were buying, holding, and praying, you know, taking laps around the bead, saying, oh, please keep the market up, the professionals went short. In my opinion, and people will debate this, the reason the masses of people are in paper assets is stocks, bonds, mutual funds, is because this is, of all the asset classes, this is the easiest one to get in, also the easiest one to get out of. It takes the least so-called financial training to acquire and manage. And the last is commodities. And That's why I own oil. And as the price of oil goes down, people say, "Are you losing money?" I said, "No, because in the US, if you deal in oil, you get tax breaks. I invest $1 million in oil, I get 800,000 back. So I get 80% return day one. So oil is very, very profitable. But I don't invest in oil stocks, very different. Okay, so if oil goes to $20 a barrel, I'm still cash flowing, still making money. And then the other commodities, gold, silver. See, gold is not only real money, it's spiritual money. Gold are the tears of God. Gold attracts wealth. So he says, if you want, let's say, $1,000 a month income, you hold $1,000 of real gold somewhere near your person, in your house. That's why he was hanging all around him. So it said real gold attracts, and it has so for thousands of years.
Do you like silver?
Yeah, I love silver. The silver is an industrial metal. And I recommend silver all the time simply because you can get into it for today at $20 an ounce approximately.